I was mushroom hunting on a trail, a logging trail up in northern Oneida County, north of Rhinelander here. And I got to a turn in the trail, and as I made the turn, I saw this green thing there. He was green, and he was whistling, and he was clapping, and he was kind of on three legs giving me one of these, pointing to something that was around the corner in the ditch. And when I got there, sure enough, there was another one. And when I looked back at him, he took off down the trail. And in the ditch, I heard grunting. It sounded like somebody who eat potatoes trying to get into an old pair of Levi's. And what it was another hodag that I thought was giving birth, but its head was leaning back, trying to get its horns near its tail. And as I got closer, I realized he or she must have sat down in a ant's nest, and it was all over the tail end of this hodag. And I kind of felt sorry for it, and I got real close, and really there was nothing I could do. I had already wet my pants, and the first thing I saw was this huge green tail, and I thought it was a snake because I was used to snakes. I learned how to sleep standing up on a dresser when our boa constrictor got loose in the house. And I figured best I could do was maybe take the bottle of mosquito lotion in my pocket and take the cork out and splash that on the tail end of this hodag in the ditch, and maybe I'll get rid of the ants. Big mistake. I tossed the mosquito lotion, the ants kind of scattered. This thing popped up, screeched, and all the seed cones fell out of the trees, and that's why you wonder why we got so much evergreen trees up here. Anyhow, I thought it was coming after me, but it was just kind of looking for help, and I kept dodging behind trees, trying to get away. And when I finally got to a point where I was exhausted and it was exhausted, it, after another big scream, backed up to a huge pine tree and started scratching from the back end to the forward. And fortunately, I was near my car, and I was out the end of the trail, and I went to my car, waited for a bit. When everything seemed to stop, I walked back to get my mushrooms, which were in the bag. And I looked, and that tree was leaning about 30 degrees, and all that was left at the base of the tree was a head and the horns of that hodag. And I took it back home, and I have it mounted over a fireplace in one of my cabins. And last time I told that story was to a door-to-door insurance salesman. He didn't believe me either, so I'm going for 50-50 here.